Good morning. Today is Friday and the date is October the 7th. The time right now in Singapore is 10:46 in the morning. And today marks the last trading day of the week. Today will be a big event because the major event for this week is centered on today. Being the first Friday of the calendar week, we are expecting the US job reports, which is what we call the non-farm payroll. Over the last 48 hours, we can see that the market is basically consolidating after a very massive run-up in prices as a result of that policy U-turn by the UK in terms of their rate cut policy. They have decided that the market is not liking what they are trying to push. So they make a policy U-turn and that supported the market. And because of the fact that Bank of England actually moved from QT to QE in a very short span of time with hardly any warning, that gives market participants a sense that maybe the Federal Reserve may do a Bank of England Act, also moving to quantitative easing, or at the very least to slow down the rate of the rate hikes. But the information that we are getting, the analysis suggests that this may not be the case. But anyway, the market reacted very positively. We can see the Dow Jones hit the bottom last Friday to mark the end of the month of September and also the end of the Q3 with a low of 28,715. And since then, early part of this week, Monday, Tuesday, the market has rallied tremendously to a high of 30,454. So this very fast run-up in prices now is moderating, and there's a very good chance the market will continue to drift lower. And based on chart pattern, it would appear that this run-up in prices may not necessarily be over. There could be possibly after, I think today, tonight, depending on how the numbers come out, there is possibly an initial reaction to the downside, and then I think before the night is over, prices is likely to recover back and to take out the week's high at 30,454. That would be my game plan. I have already placed orders in the S&P 500 waiting for that possibility the market will drift lower, at least to take out the midweek low here. And the Dow Jones has already shown that it has already done that. Okay, I'm just waiting for the S&P 500 to do the same thing. And then hopefully there will be another run up and to go beyond 30,454, maybe to challenge the 31,000 in the Dow Jones. The S&P 500, like I mentioned, the low is 3,584. The market ran up to as high as 3,806, and then we see that the market is experiencing a little bit of a pullback. Now, if you go into this structure itself, now maybe you cannot see very clear. Let me go down to the 30 minutes. Hopefully you can see this clearer. The market is doing a three-wave correction, and I hope that the market will actually drift even marginally lower than 3,722. This is the area in which I am actually placing limit orders to buy, and hopefully this order will be triggered, because I do believe that this reaction to the upside is possibly not over yet. We probably will see another run up beyond 3,806, maybe to go up to challenge the 3,009. Okay, this is a very short-term play. It's not going to be long-term, because this is acting. This is basically a counter trend move. Okay, in the Nasdaq, unlike the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, in which they both did not record a marginal high for the week, the Nasdaq 100 actually did a marginal high last night at 11,660, although it did close about the same as the rest, in which it closed at a lower price. So in my opinion, this market is also looking to adjust and possibly for another run-up in the short term to complete the three-wave corrective pattern to the upside, possibly to challenge the 12,000 levels. Okay. Over in Asia, we can see that the Hang Seng market this morning itself opened with a gap down, and then it's still struggling to hold on to its without falling apart. And it is also quite likely because of the market move up. Okay, Hang Seng, or generally speaking, all equity markets is likely to extend higher. And I think there is that distinct possibility that the Hang Seng itself may do another recovery beyond 18,164, which is the high so far this week, to go to challenge the 19,000 levels. Okay. In the Shanghai Composite, we know that the Chinese are still celebrating their National Day for the week, for the Golden Week. So we're not going to cover Shanghai for the time being. we'll take a look at the Nikkei 225. Nikkei 225 actually did a high yesterday at 27,000, almost 400. Although it did close beyond this barrier, which I believe to be significant at 27,300. Unfortunately, because due to the weaker closing on Wall Street, the Nikkei actually closed back down below this. To me, this is a barrier of entry. And similarly, this run up from 25,600 to 27,400 does not look complete to me. There's always a possibility the market, if it drifts down to 26,600, I think that would be a good level to position for another run up in prices. Okay, but we will have to watch this. Over in currency market, we can see that the dollar is still maintaining very elevated. That is a sign that the market is trying to test the upper limit. There's always the distinct possibility it will break 146 this time. With the Bank of Japan unlikely to intervene at this moment in time, because their one-day intervention only resulted in a one-day correction, and now market is back to where it was before the intervention. So in effect, it is ineffective. So I do not think they will want to try it again at this current level. Maybe they'll try it at higher level, maybe as high as 160, okay, which is the 1990 high. Okay, so immediately if the market breaks 146, there is a possibility it will go to 147.60, which is a 1998 high. Okay, so we have to watch out for the possibility the market will continue to extend higher based on the overall trend. Okay, sterling itself yesterday have a pullback, but this is a pullback. I would see this pullback as a technical pullback to show you better in the hourly time frame. Yesterday I took a short-term position in which to do counter trend. I sold somewhere near the peak of the day itself, and the market actually, I was hoping that the market can go slightly lower because my target is about 1.1110. Okay, the market went up to 1.11, I think not even 10, to only 12. So it missed my target by just 2 lousy pips. So I didn't manage to take profit, but I'm hoping that it will try again. In the meantime, I moved my stops to break-even price just to protect my open position here. This is a counter trend, short-term trade, and not intend to hold this position for long. Hopefully, I will disengage from the market today. Now, as to whether I want to go long sterling or even or basically to go short dollar, I think I am not willing to go as far as doing that. I'm just trying to scalp the market. I also managed to sold euro versus dollar yesterday during the early morning rebound in the afternoon, and the market did not quite reach my price. I was hoping that market can go to 0.9760, and hopefully this is the area I want to get out. In the meantime, again, I have also moved my stop loss to break-even price. Hopefully I can capture this one more last move here. Hopefully the non-farm payroll the initial reaction, depending on how the number comes out, may cause the market to be a little bit wild at the beginning, and maybe hopefully it will do that for me. Okay. In the meantime, let's take a look at the crude oil prices. I have exited my crude oil price because I have been holding long for quite some time below, as my lowest price is below $77. My highest price entry was $77.70. So that was a pretty good ride. It was at least a $10 move, and market managed to go to a new high. So I got up before the new high actually materialized. So the high traded last night was $89.37. This is basis the NYMEX crude oil futures. So you can see prices is starting to pull back. I hope that it can pull back to somewhere about $85 to $84. Then it allows me to re-engage the market on the long side again, because in my opinion, the energy markets is likely to maintain an uptrend going into the end of the year. And yesterday we have the latest update from OPEC Plus, which is including a nation like Russia, and they agreed to a production cut of at least 1 million barrels a day. So technically that should cause the market to rally, but it did not quite cause the rally that it would normally be attached to based on such a bullish news. So the best it could do was $89.37. That gives rise to the idea that perhaps the market is very, very long, and it should allow the market to come off a little bit by allowing people to take profit. And if it drifts lower, that will give us the impetus, the incentive to go back in again to establish long position, which is also my intention. Okay, so this is a bullish news. Of course, the counteracting news was that the Gazprom, okay, is able to supply gas via Austria to Italy. So that takes the pressure off immediately. That was the counteracting news in the market as far as the energy market is concerned. So that opening up of the other pipeline to supply natural gas all the way to Italy actually is seen as good news, and that bring the prices down, because natural gas prices as far as the European gas is concerned actually went down by 5% on the release of this particular news here. Okay, so that counteracted the potentially bullish news from OPEC. Over in precious metal, I've also gone long near this level here. I mean, I've gone short, hoping that because I see this market as doing potentially a three-way correction. So my target is about $1,700. The market can drift lower. Right now it's at 1,712. Okay, market can drift lower this way. I want to take profit, and potentially I want to position the long here. So I'm hoping the market can do that for me. Ideally to come not only to 1,700, maybe to as close as $1,695. That would be very, very ideal, because this is where the last leg is before the market went up to the week's high, $1,729. Okay, so this is what I'm hoping to see, three-way pullback here. So yeah, silver, I have no position, but silver looking very, very firm this morning. Also, this is a similar pattern that I can see in the silver market, hoping that the market can drift lower to complete this three-way pattern, hopefully to come down to $19.57. And for those who wants to take a position, this will be a more realistic level to enter a long position. I may or may not do this trade. It all depends on how the gold silver, my gold trade turns out. Okay. Over in the crypto space, we can see that Bitcoin has not been doing very much, also very much in anticipation of tonight's non-farm payroll numbers. So this is quite usual. Normally before a major release of major statistics, all market will go into the consolidation phase, which is we are seeing across all asset class for the moment. Okay, so it has been holding very well up and down below the 20,000 mark. This morning was below 20,000, now it's back up above 20,000. So again, the market is horsing round. I think there is a very good chance it will rally, because especially if equity prices in the States also extended its recovery, it will likely to influence the crypto space on the upside. So I have a little bit bullish bias as far as the short term is concerned. Ethereum is also holding water at $1,360. Currently, it's just below that level, at $1,356.50 for the time being. I can say that the market has higher highs compared to the previous high, higher high and higher low. So the short-term outlook appears to be supporting higher prices going forward. Whether it can go above $1,405, that remains to be seen. This will be my barrier to higher prices. If it can close above this level, there's a very good chance it will extend higher. Okay. The one that actually surprises was this Ripple. Ripple now is losing some momentum to the upside. The high it traded was just above 50 cents. Now the market is below 49 cents. Okay, so it appears that it's losing some momentum. But like the other crypto coins, you can see that prices are getting generally higher. The barrier to higher price is this 0.95 5092. Okay, if you can go beyond this level, the next barrier, in which I think it will be a mountain to climb, will be the 55 cents level. Okay, if you can close beyond 55 cents, that would be great. Okay, for the entire crypto space. The other market doesn't seem to move very much. Polygon is also trading on the elevated side. Polygon actually looks very, very good. Like I mentioned yesterday, I missed up this coin altogether. I didn't focus on this coin, and the market actually went up very nicely. Immediately, I think the market will go higher. Hopefully, it can break through the 87 cents and stay above. This Binance coin also looks good, and this morning it came way down. Okay, yesterday it did not quite break out of the $300 level, and then got sold off massively to as low as $278.70. This move is totally unexpected because there was no clue as to this potential sell-off that we saw in Binance coin. Something must have happened, which I do not have any update as to the real reason why the market sold off, whereas the other crypto coins has not really moved in the same manner. So okay, this will conclude my updates for the day. Just to let you know that tomorrow at midday, I'll be doing a English version of a seminar, of a webinar, sorry, for a Malaysian broker. The focus will be on Malaysian palm oil futures as well as the KLCI futures, and also to compare that with the soybean oil, and there's the CBOT soy oil, as well as the various equity index futures that you can trade on CME. So if you are interested, you can find the registration link and then come and listen for free. And of course, every Sunday at 8 p.m., I will do my regular weekly market wrap. So you can pick either one or the other. This will be the first time I'm talking about palm oil. So if you are into palm oil or want to know more about palm oil, you can come and listen tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow if you are going to come. If not, then I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.